Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for attending our new Prolim Tech Talk series. This new Tech Talk series will include weekly Siemens portfolio updates, including Solid Edge, NX, both CAD and CAM, Teamcenter, SimCenter, and Mindex portfolio products that we support and service here at Prolim. So for today's Tech Talk, we'll be discussing the interoperability between NX, Solid Edge, and Teamcenter Share. Then at the end of the Tech Talk, we'll open up the room for anyone to give feedback, ask questions or comments on the topic of today, or maybe even some new topics that you'd like to see in the near future. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the term work smarter, not harder originated in the 1930s by Alan Nordstrom, an industrial engineer and the creator of the Work Simplification Program. In all walks of life, the most important advice you will ever be given about work is to work harder. I wish I could tell you there was a way around that, but unfortunately there isn't. So while there is no workaround for hard work, here at Prolim, we enable our clients to make hard work seem smarter, better work, and more successful and enjoyable work. And how do we do this? Well, it's pretty simple. Collaboration. So with Siemens software, you're able to collaborate in real time with respective teams and suppliers. NX and Solid Edge interoperability empowers users to share and continuously update their designs. This saves time by reducing the unnecessary communication, download and upload times. Then in return, it increases productivity by allowing you to focus on what really matters, the design itself. NX interoperability saves money. It reduces project time, reduces costs. The I/O allows for prevention of manufacturing mistakes later by easily allowing users to address these issues early on in the design process. So the value of NX and Solid Edge interoperability is that it allows for automatic integration. This in turn reduces design time and promotes that collaborative environment. Some of the many benefits include large-scale design integration, increased productivity, and that ever so important collaborative engineering. Like some of the many famous duos, Batman and Robin, Peanut Butter and Chocolate, NX and Solid Edge work in harmony, allowing you to optimize your team, design budget, and communication. So for this demonstration, imagine that you are an industrial machining OEM for the machine pictured here. You're working with your supplier to optimize the design of the control boxes per feedback from the future operator of this machine. Without NX and Solid Edge interoperability, you are plagued with time-consuming interruptions as you work with your supplier. Yet with it, collaboration with your supplier is done quickly and seamlessly without interruption to your project. So there are 5 key components to the NX and Solid Edge interoperability. Number 1 is the use of NX's quick environment to load and work on these big assemblies. 2 is the creation of the Solid Edge files inside of Solid Edge. 3, importing Solid Edge data back into our NX assembly. And then 4, updating the Solid Edge data using synchronous technology. And then finally, the 5th one is using the innovative interoperability between NX to integrate the Solid Edge updated components. So during this demonstration, I'll walk you through each level to show you kind of how truly simple and effective this process really is. In this example, we are a company using both NX and Solid Edge to design our machines. Or it could even be that one of our suppliers is using Solid Edge to design certain aspects for us. We'll first start in NX. The aim here is to show how easily we can seamlessly use Solid Edge to design and construct one of the control panel assemblies that sits on the right-hand side of this machine. We can use Teamcenter Share as our collaborative platform and share the assembly with our Solid Edge designer. These tasks allow for seamless tracking of the deliverables inside of Teamcenter Share. With just some limited detail, some name, description, a due date, priority level, and maybe who to assign the project to, we have control boards or Kanban boards that we can track. So we'll switch to Solid Edge and start opening the master assembly via CAD Direct, which creates 0 extra files on disk, by the way. Once the assembly is open, we'll first take a create a part in place command to define the new subassembly in the context of the design. Notice we're saving everything to that Teamcenter Share Connect folder, allowing all parties to have the latest up-to-date information. So now we can start constructing our sheet metal enclosure. As we do this, we can easily reference that geometry from the NX part to ensure that the panel fits correctly the first time. Once the initial tab is created, a couple more sketch elements allow us to use the contour flange to define our enclosure. So next up, we'll go ahead and create a few mounting holes that attach the panel onto the frame. Then once again, showing the background parts allow us to ensure that we're working in the context of the assembly by referencing the existing NX geometry. This ensures that they are correct position and right first time. Once the sketch geometry for the holes are created, then they'd simply be pushed through the model. Another hole at the bottom of the panel will allow us for the connection of the harness cable later on. And a few additional holes on the front of the panel for the screen and control buttons. Then we'll follow this process by adding the assemblies to the next components of our new assembly. Then our panel is complete. Back in NX, we need to assemble the panel. So we'll just use the Add Component command and pick the new design specifically from our Teamcenter Share Connect folder. Drop it right into place. Then we'll constrain our controller box. A few more quick design changes are needed so we can easily be communicated via our new markup in Teamcenter Share. Here we'll just create a couple of simple design change request notes. We'll save that markup. Maybe a few more details. And then we'll go ahead and share this with our collaboration team. With full integration of Teamcenter Share inside of Solid Edge, we can view all the markups right there from inside of Solid Edge. You can see that we have a design change that needs to be incorporated, the contents of the left panel, into our newly designed right panel. We can stretch the width of the panel to 250 millimeters wider, then move the mounting hole for the harness. Then we can add mounting holes. And here we're going to use the power of synchronous technology by copying the mounting hole locations from the left panel and then pasting them into our part. A final attach creates the holes. Then we can assemble all the new components into place by dragging them from our parts library. We'll now make one final change to reduce the overall height of the panel slightly. Again, synchronous technology is our friend here, and we make the task quick and simple. Now that our modifications are complete, back inside NX, we'll integrate the new design revision back into the top level assembly. Using the interoperability between Solid Edge and NX, we can complete this step in one click. Then we'll force an update on the control cabinet so that we can see the harness updates correctly to the new location. Then finally, the next step is to update the view in the 2D drawing and remove the right panels. There we go. So we can now update the CAD direct geometry inside of Solid Edge and watch all those changes performed on the assembly in NX, such as the deletion of that panel, come through. And one final step is to mark the task as complete in Teamcenter Share. And we'll do that right inside here of Solid Edge. So there you have it, the interoperability of Solid Edge and NX working in perfect harmony for faster and easier designs. So now that you've seen the process of NX and Solid Edge interoperability, you've seen how interoperability can take your company to the next level. Interoperability allows you to reduce your project time, increase productivity, create without limitations, minimize pre-planning and rework, then ultimately promote a collaborative engineering environment. So you'll no longer have to suffer with hard work because you now have the tools to work smarter. NX and Solid Edge interoperability allow you to get more done by increasing productivity, decreasing the design time, optimizing collaboration, and then ultimately cutting costs. With a dynamic duo, you will always deliver more than expected. The best paths to success are different today than they were yesterday. Like the famous tagline, where today meets tomorrow, suggests that Siemens and Prolim is the way in the forefront of the innovation, allowing us to empower you to overcome obstacles that stand in your way. And now with Solid Edge and NX interoperability, you'll be the very best that you can be. So with all the talk of interoperability, I thought it would be beneficial to touch on a topic that I detailed in a recent webinar, and that is Siemens mechanical design and value-based licensing that offer a ton of flexibility to the successful, diverse companies of today. This concept gives you the comprehensive digital twin and can, one, reduce risk by protecting your data. Only Siemens operates on a single geometric kernel, industry-leading Parasolid. You can also maximize flexibility. This flexible licensing lets you mix and match options to meet your diverse business needs. And then ultimately, simplify, lowering your total cost of ownership while unifying your licensing, billing, and even your support here at Prolim. So both Solid Edge and NX are based on Parasolid, a geometric modeling kernel that is also owned and developed by Siemens. With more than 4 million users and over 350 applications worldwide, Parasolid provides you with a single digital backbone for best-in-class data interoperability, an extensive ecosystem for unmatched third-party interoperability, providing you with the most comprehensive set of engineering tools in the industry today, all using Parasolid kernel. And since Siemens owns, develops, and openly shares Parasolid, we truly future-proofing your design data. Having a single geometric modeling kernel for your MCAD solution reduces the risk and it avoids the need for file translations. Siemens Mechanical Design and value-based licensing offer maximum flexibility for you and your manufacturers to access both multidisciplinary MCAD, such as NX, and that design-focused MCAD, Solid Edge, resulting in an optimal balance of MCAD capabilities in a very cost-effective package. A single SMD license provides access to both NX and or Solid Edge. So for example, 5 SMD licenses can give you access to a combination of maybe 5 NX seats and 0 Solid Edge seats. Or you could use 4 NX seats and 3 seats of Solid Edge. Or 3 NX seats and 6 seats of Solid Edge. The combination is up to you and your business need. But the best part is it's flexible when you need it. Customers can change their licensing mix based on a 3-to-1 ratio of Solid Edge to NX licensing at any time. So for instance, you get 3 Solid Edge licenses for every 1 NX license or seat. Siemens Mechanical Design supports value-based licensing that provides flexible access to even more capabilities on one single secure investment, not just NX and Solid Edge core solutions. Customers can purchase 50 or 100 token packs. Each feature has a token which is taken and released back into the token pool as features are used and then checked back in. Then new capabilities are continuously being added with new releases. As you can see, many products here from productivity to mechanical, validation, electrical, industry, jigs and fixtures, and automation. So here are a few industry examples using the Siemens Solid Edge mechanical design. So to look at an example a little deeper, like the automotive and transportation, we can start with a design-focused workflow using the SMD, the Siemens Mechanical Design. So this is just your raw CAD design capabilities and could either be Solid Edge or NX. Then through the value-based licensing, we can instantly access the advanced multidisciplinary process chains. Some examples of that in the industry could include virtual reality, ergonomic studies, scalable simulations, styling, manufacturing and injection, or jig and fixture design. This one is a little different as we are just leveraging this directly through Solid Edge, but the good thing is no VBL is required. And all of this is underpinned with Accelerator Share, providing a scalable, collaborative platform, and also, if necessary, managed by Teamcenter Share where appropriate. Now, of course, this isn't meant to be an exhaustive list, but more of an illustration about what some of the most common process chains might be. And it could be a little different for our industries as well. So now we'll go ahead and open up the floor to any questions. And just for your information, I have invited a few of our Prolim NX and Teamcenter subject matter experts here. So we have Brian Fisher and Ronak add to the discussion so that we can address any questions from any of the three products highlighted here today. So we're going to go ahead and hold the room open for the remainder of this session to give all of you the opportunity to interact, ask questions, make comments. So now the table is open to you.